Hello everyone, this is Amarikira, and welcome to the third part of my Live2D and Facerig tutorial series. Yay! Sorry for the long wait. I've been working on art commissions, so I've been pretty busy. As usual, please don't forget to read the description for links to resources and timestamps of this video. I also have my socials linked down below, just in case you wanna check out my Twitter account and Twitch channel. I also have a Discord, so let's hang out sometimes. Moving on, if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to me if you want to know when the next part of this tutorial series will be out. Okay, so let's start. As you would notice, I keep on looking to the side. I actually have a script beside me, so I wouldn't be lost during the video. For this part, I will be showing you my workflow when it comes to setting parameters for head movement, mouth movement, and blinking. I will be working on my model for this video, and as you have noticed, I have updated my model. I have teeth now. I also breathe. And I have hair physics. And also more natural body movements. I'll be showing you how to do breathing and set hair physics in the next part of this tutorial series. I have also changed my parent-child hierarchy for deformers since I had to remake my model from scratch due to problems in the PSD. I'll be showing it to you. Let's go to Live2D now. Okay, so we are in Live2D now. Yay! I am currently using my new mic. I got the Samsung Go mic. I got this mic because it is very portable and it is small. Yeah, that's why it's portable. What? Kira? It is also one of the cheapest Samsung mics that I could find. I am also using this reactive PNG avatar since I wouldn't want Facerig to interfere with anything, especially because Facerig is a resource-hungry program. This model right here isn't the model that I used in my previous videos. This is actually my remade model. So there is a slight difference in the parent-child deformer hierarchy. I'll show it to you right now. So you can just pause or slow down the playback speed of this video so you would see everything. I'll start scrolling now. Okay, there. You could still use your old parent-child hierarchy. I just changed these so I could add some hair physics and more body movements. Let us work with head angles first. The first thing that you want to do is link the X and Y parameters. You can do that by clicking this button right here, and yeah. And then you will also set keyforms for your deformers. You can just do this along the way as you modify your model. I have also included some body movement in the head movement parameter since Facerig does not detect your torso movement, and thus it doesn't take in the body rotation parameter. Doing this will also make your model less stiff. Okay, as you can see, I've done some of the angles. I'll show you how I do it slowly, and it is the same thing for other head angles. I recommend that you set the keyforms for these first, because you can just synthesize the corners later. Okay, so let us modify our model for this keyform. I'll be hiding the hair first, since it is a little bit in the way. Just the hair part here. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. And we will move the head base to the right. Select the head deformer and make sure to set keyforms for it by pressing this button. And then move the head base to the right. I'll check the other side just to make sure that it is the same distance. I'll also be dragging this one to adjust the chin. And now I will be changing the position of the ears. I'll move this back, and for the left ear, I'll move this a bit here. And deform it to fill any void spaces. There, let us check. The ear looks a bit big compared to the other side. No. There. And done. I'll want to move the mouth next, so select the mouth deformer and move it to the right. The next one is the nose. Let's find the nose. I'm too sleepy, I can't see it. Okay, so for this one, we need to flip the nose. Oh, it's the wrong one. So it will be facing the other side. And then I'll just be checking if it looks right. Okay. I'll move the eyes next. Let's start with the right eye. Oops. And make sure to modify your objects a bit so your model's face doesn't look very flat. And then the left eye. And then the eyebrows. You can select multiple deformers to move them together. This looks quite alright. And then I'll just deform this a bit so my model wouldn't seem to have a very flat face. And there, let's check if it looks nice enough. Oh, wrong slider. And there, looks okay. Yep. Okay. I'll be modifying the hair now. Let's make the hair visible and select the front hair, and I will be moving it to the right. Just modify your objects however you like. And then the back hair, let's move it to the left. And then the side hair, for this one, let us move it to the right. And the other one, let us move to the left. Okay. So first things first, you can see that the head base is visible. You can do this by modifying the art mesh of the head base. Make sure to set keyforms for the head base object, and then just select some vertices that you'd want to move and hide them. Oops. Okay. There, all gone. I'll be modifying the front hair a bit since it looks a bit too narrow. There. Okay. Yeah, I made it too narrow earlier. And as you can see, a part of the buns is not really attached to the back hair. I'll just modify the art mesh, the same thing as I did with the head base. And just move it a bit closer, trying to make it look like a part of the back hair. And for the back hair, I think I'd like to move it a bit to the right to accommodate the bun. Okay. I will also modify the art mesh of the back hair so the hair part will be in line to this imaginary line that I am drawing. Okay, let's see. Oops. I keep on selecting the wrong things. And there. Let's see how our model looks. The back hair needs a bit more movement, okay. Don't be discouraged to make mistakes and adjustments, it's all part of the process. Okay, think that is acceptable. Okay, now let us modify the body for our model to move a bit more naturally. I'll be selecting the body X deformer and clicking this red button right here to remove the bounding box so I can select the center of the deformer. I'll be moving the center of the deformer to the right. Okay, that looks okay enough. I'll also modify the color for it to turn a bit more to the right. Select some vertices and just move them. Okay. I'll be moving the arms next. I'll move this to the inside of her body, and the other one, I'll move it a bit to the outside. I'll then modify the art mesh of the sleeve so it will look continuous. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, pretty good. I think that is enough. It is a similar process for the other keyforms. Just go with your intuition and how you want your model to look like when they are facing the left and right, up or down. And after you have set the keyforms for these, synthesize the corners by selecting the parameter, clicking this button right here, and click Synthesize Corners, and you're done. You can make adjustments to the corners just in case they look wonky, because that happens sometimes. Let's now work with head rotation. So set the head rotation parameter to the following deformers and objects. So for this one, I set this parameter to the neck rotation and the curve deform, arm rotation, and of course, the head rotation. Let's make her face to the front. Okay, first things first, set keyforms for your head rotation deformer, and then just drag this one to rotate the head, like so. There. You can also deform the neck to make it look more natural and stretching, so it wouldn't look too stiff. You will also need to set keyforms for the hair. Okay. So your model wouldn't look like they have a ton of gel in their hair. If your model has long hair, make sure to rotate the hair parts as well when the head is rotating, so it would look more natural. And as you have noticed, there is also arm rotation to make the model look a bit more dynamic. Okay, let us move to mouth movement. I found another method that is simpler and takes less work when it comes to mouth movements in Live2D compared to the one that I did to my previous model. You will need 4 objects for your mouth: the upper and lower lip, teeth, and the inside of the mouth. I won't be using deformers for the mouth movement since using a curved deformer will not be enough for the deformation of the mouth. Instead, I will be modifying the mouth using the mesh and another useful tool. I'll show you how that tool works. Let's take the eyebrow, for example, and then I'll click this button right here, which is the Deform Path Edit. I'll just click it to make a point, and then have another point, and click again to make a curve that follows the form of the eyebrow. Essentially, you do that to the mouth objects too. Just follow the form of the mouth. Do it for the upper lip and bottom lip. Make sure to edit your art mesh such that there are vertices located on the mouth line, and then use the Deform Path Edit tool. For the upper and bottom lip, I set 2 parameters to them, which is the mouth form and mouth open. Basically, mouth open is the opening of the mouth, and mouth form is the sad and happy mouth shape. I didn't include more mouth shapes and openings since I don't really deem it necessary, but if you want to, feel free to make several mouth shapes. Okay, for the mouth open, it's as simple as dragging the path to modify your object. Make sure that you select the arrow tool before doing anything, or else nothing will happen. So just drag it like this. Yep. And do the same thing for the mouth opening keyforms. This is a very useful tool for objects that you need to modify to follow a curve. For the inside of the mouth, for the mouth open, make sure that the art mesh isn't going to go beyond the skin tone of the upper and bottom lip. There. Also, you can modify the art mesh of the upper and bottom lip just in case it overlaps the blush and other stuff. Let's modify it. Move it here. Okie dokie. There. There. Okay, so let's move on to setting parameters for eye blinking. Just like what we did with the mouth movements, there are some drawable objects that we will be modifying by just using the art mesh. We will also be using the Deform Path Edit for objects like the lashes and the eyelash folds. let me hide the front hair first, just to get it out of the way. Let's go to the eye blinking parameter. So this one. So you need to set parameters for the following drawable objects, which is highlighted here. Just the same thing that you did with the mouth, make sure to set a deform path edit. I'm not sure why it is gone here. I'm sure I used it. And then just modify the curve for it to open and close. Make sure to do the same thing for the eye fold. And to set keyforms like this, unlike the 3 keyforms, one on each end and one in the middle, you can select custom keyforms by double-clicking the parameter. Just add a value by clicking on this button and enter the value of the keyform. Oh, I set my values for eye blinking to 0, 0.8, 1, and 1.2. Actually, this isn't necessary. This is supposed to be like a surprised eye expression. I'll try to work on that next time. You can do it on your own. You just have to move your lashes a bit up and maybe deform the eye white so there wouldn't be any skin showing. There. This is the keyform for the fully open eye, the half open eye, and the closed eye. As you can notice, I have the eye white selected, and I try to modify the art mesh so it will shrink so the eye white won't be seen when the eyelashes go down. As you can notice, the highlight also goes down. I set a parameter for the highlight position and just moved it down. Make sure to always check the movement of your blinking or anything else just to see if the flow is good. Do the same thing for the other eye. There is actually a tool called the Reflect tool. I haven't really experimented with it, but I think it is a very useful tool for things like this. I'll leave you a link to the script of my video since I've included some information regarding the Reflect tool. There are also some steps, which I won't be elaborating since it is found in the document. You guys can just read the document and try to experiment with the Reflect tool. If it doesn't work for you, you can do it manually like me. It's a bit time consuming, but yeah. That is it for this video. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any suggestions or comments, please don't hesitate to comment down below. And as I have mentioned in the introduction, the next part of this tutorial series will focus on breathing and hair physics. And if you like the content I'm making, please consider subscribing to me and be a part of the Pizza Pies. Yay! Is that a cute name for my viewers? Okay, and some announcements. I would just like to thank everyone who has donated so far and commissioned me for art. Currently, as of what date is it today? May 25, 2020, I am $680 away from a new laptop which costs around more than $1,000. So again, I'd like to thank everyone who has supported me so far. I can't really express how thankful I am. I'm not very good at expressing my gratitude, but still, I'll keep on working hard to achieve my donation goal, and please look forward to my future streams when I have my new laptop. Okay, my girls, I'll see you next time. So see ya, Kira.